Hello my people, hope you're doing okay. Welcome to Hanimi's World. Welcome to the channel that changes the narrative of African village life. A channel that inspires you to do farming, guys. And today I have a live example. I always tell you guys, even if you have what you do, even if you have your white collar job, consider doing agriculture. So now I'm with Mr. Kaizi here in Mitiana, deep down in Mitiana. He's a guy with his collar job, but he decided to do farming, as you can see his projects. So he's going to take you through his different projects and why he had to do these projects, yet he earns from another source of income. So guys, come with us in this video. We are in our coffee plantation, so we have to do mixed farming. This is mixed farming. You can see this is coffee plus some good banana plantation. This is Matooke, I think. Yes. Right? Yes. Yes. So, Mr. Kaizi, tell us more about these projects.
As you can see, this is an agricultural project with a number of products. And this is basically coffee with Matooke. But we do a lot to make it look like the way it is looking. We have to ensure that we manure the garden so that you get better yields. You can get better yields.
Okay. Which manure do you use? Do you use this one we get from the crops?
No. I basically use the organic.
Okay.
Organic manure. We have a biogas plant.
Okay, we shall take us
use
there.
the silare, bio-silare. It's a very good product. It's a very good fertilizer. And where you put it, the crop comes out very well. Like you can see, we put bio-silare around the banana and it comes out very well.
Okay.
You can see the coffee. This coffee, for it to be like this, we put bio-silare around it and does very well.
For those who are not well conversant with bio-silare, he's going to take you through that process. It is my first time to hear about bio-silare, and I think most of you want to know about that bio-silare. So he will take you through that process as we continue this video. So, as you said, you use bio-silare as a fertilizer. You don't use the other fertilizers they buy in shops, right?
That is true. We use bio-silare because we have a biogas plant, or a biogas digester, and we use cow dung from the cows. So the byproduct from the whole process is called bio-silare.
Okay.
It's in a liquid form. We bring it and we pour it around the plant.
Wow.
All this coffee we put on bio-silare, you dig a small trench here, you pour there and then you cover. And it does very well on plants.
Wow, that is your secret of these coffee plantations.
Yes, and we encourage everybody to invest in biogas.
Wow.
Because biogas is very important. It has very many benefits. It doesn't only give you energy or light, but it has that wonderful fertilizer. Yes.
Okay. That is very good. So, how many acres of land did you grow this coffee plantation?
Basically, this plantation is on about 7 acres. But currently, we don't focus on how big the land is. You have to focus on what you get out of that land.
Yes.
So you can even have many acres of land and yet the outcome is little.
Okay.
But provided you know what to do, you put in what you are supposed to put in, you can get high yields even from a very small acreage of land.
Okay.
Yes.
So which message do you have for the youths out there who think that when you go to school, the only thing you have to do is to get your white collar job and work?
True, that is the mentality most of our young people have. But the message I have for the young people is to know that you will never get rich from that job. There is no salary job that can make you get rich. You just have to use the job to save money and invest it somewhere. Yes.
So they say agriculture is not good. Agriculture, you don't earn very well in agriculture because it is affected by weather. They have very many reasons they give. So according to your experience, what do you have to say about that? Like for the coffee plantation and the banana plantation, because this is what crop farming, which depends a lot on weather. So according to you,
that is true. But one thing people have to know is that Uganda is gifted by nature.
Yes.
And we have 2 rainy seasons.
Yes.
So people say that agriculture is not easy because of the bad weather. It's because they have not tried to understand our weather. But if you come into agriculture and you want really to understand when to plant what, you can really benefit from agriculture. Because you know if you are in this business, you will get to know when to plant maize, when to plant beans, when to plant coffee, and so on.
Okay.
However, if you have enough resources,
Yes.
you can also invest in irrigation.
Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Kaizi, that you are achieving a good yield from this coffee plantation.
I thank you for that question. True, it is very important to know how to. It is very important to know how you determine that, because you can have a coffee plantation, but when actually it is not yielding what is expected. So provided you have fertilized, you have removed all the weed and everything, there is a technique we use to know that your coffee is doing well. So you have to look at these nodes, eh?
Okay.
These ones. For a well looked after coffee is expected to have a minimum of 8. From 8 and above, you'll know that your coffee is doing better. So you have to count these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Wow.
Can even go up to 18.
Wow.
So that is the technique we use.
Okay.
However, there is another issue which is very important concerning the theft of coffee, especially by the people you have trusted and you send them to the garden to harvest your coffee. You trust them that they are okay, but when actually they are stealing coffee. So coffee is mainly stolen by removing the coffee down.
Okay.
So unfortunately, this one is not yet ready, but normally people steal coffee which is down. Here. And for you, when you come and you are inspecting your garden, you only look on the surface.
Okay.
When actually all the coffee below is
already stolen.
removed by the people you have trusted to go into your garden. So whenever you are inspecting your garden, try to look below and see whether coffee is there,
whether it has been removed
or whether it has been removed.
Okay.
Because once you don't do that, you'll see that coffee has put on very well. Like we have counted these nodes. In Uganda they are called the bikoso.
Yes.
This one they are called the bikoso in Uganda.
Bikoso.
You only look here and you see the coffee put on very well, but after harvesting, you get less.
Okay.
Yes, it happened to me one time, and I investigated from my seniors, and they gave me that technique. Wow. And on top of that, even after harvesting coffee and put it in the compound where you drive it from, sun dry, you have to count this coffee when it is still dry. For instance, for you to get a sack, a dry sack of 70 kilograms, you must have 13, how do they call it, endeve? You get endeve, a good endeve. If you don't have endeve, in Uganda we call it endeve, you get a jerry can and you cut the top. So the wet coffee, 13 of those ones full, they will give you a sack of weighing between 70 to 77 kilograms. So that is how you can also manage to calculate your coffee. Otherwise, coffee can be stolen when it's still in the garden and also when it is in the drying place. Thank you so much.
Wow. Now, Mr. Kaizi.
Yes.
I'm seeing this beehive here in the coffee plantation. Why this beehive?
Yeah, bees are very important in any plantation.
Okay.
More especially in coffee. These bees, they help us to pollinate the coffee so that coffee yields very well.
Okay.
And they help us also to produce honey.
Okay.
That's why you see this coffee puts on very well, partly because of
the bees.
The bees. Yes. And there are a number of beehives in the different places.
Okay.
Yes. However, it is advisable in a plantation like this to put them in one place.
Okay.
It's advisable to put them in one place, and I'm planning that to put them in one place. You can put like 20 or 30 beehives in one place.
Wow. Yes. Did you know that beehives, all bees, they cooperate, they go together with coffee? It is something new. I never knew. So I think you've got something in this video. Like he has told you the beehive, the importance of keeping bees in the coffee plantation. So as we wind up this video, guys, I would like to ask Mr. Kaizi, why coffee plantation? Why did you have to invest in this venture?
Thank you so much for that question. I decided to invest in coffee because coffee is a perennial crop.
Okay.
It can last for many years.
Yes.
It's not like these seasonal crops.
Yes.
So personally, I grew up in a village and we had coffee. So I had that passion.
Yes.
And on top of that, coffee is profitable.
Yes.
However, you have to wait a bit after planting.
Patience. That is what I always tell you, my youth. Definitely. You have to be patient.
Definitely. Coffee is profitable right now. A kilo of coffee without husks, that is cassé, is costing over 5,000 shillings. However, it can fluctuate between 10,000 to 3,000. But when you calculate at the end of the day, you realize that you get a lot of money from this business, and there is assured money.
Yes.
Now this is the harvesting season. We are going to harvest this coffee up to mid-Feb, and I'm assured of some good millions. It is somewhere I can even go and borrow money from somewhere because I already have my coffee.
Yes.
Every year you can be assured of some amount of money because of coffee. Unlike other crops like maybe beans or maize. So this one is a perennial crop. It is there. You just have to take care of it, and then you keep harvesting all the time.
All the time.
And we have 2 seasons in a year. There is that season of June and another season towards the end of the year. Okay. However, since we're in the central region, the second season, which is towards the end of the year, does better than the one in the mid of the year. Yes. Okay.
I think, guys, you've gotten inspired. So I will be bringing such live examples. I always tell you that agriculture is for us, the youth. Don't wait to get old and you say it is meant for our fathers and grandfathers. No, I've given you an example. He has his white collar job. At the same time, he decided to do a project in his village. He decided to plant coffee. He decided to do Matooke plantation, name it, beehives and other projects that I'm going to take you through, guys. So agriculture, as I always say, as Africa and Uganda particular, we are gifted. It is God-given gift.
However, maybe to add on, for you to benefit from coffee very well, you also have to know how it is harvested. Okay. You don't just harvest any kind of coffee.
Yes.
One time, one of our leaders talked about warned the people about harvesting coffee which is not red, and people maybe politicize it. Yes. But the secret is simple. You see this type of coffee here?
You see?
When you are harvesting, you're not supposed to pick this one which is still yellow. Okay. You only have to pick this one which is red. Okay. Because this one, even when you are drying it, it dries very fast. And the weight, it weighs more than this one which is still yellow. Okay. So this one is not yet ready. You only pick these ones which are red. So what you do, you have to ensure that you pick the red ones. Even if tomorrow you come and pick this one when it is ready. But what some people do, they only remove everything.
Everything.
And for example, let me show you. In coffee management, when you pick coffee like this, the way I've picked it like this, those people who look at the standard, if they come to your drying place after you have harvested, to know whether you harvested good coffee, there is a technique they use. All this is coffee, but some is bad. Some coffee is bad. Once they pick this green coffee, they just pick from the you pick coffee which can fill this palm, like this. You pick like this, and you count the green ones. If they are 15, your coffee is supposed to be burnt. Are you sure? It is like a fishing, premature fish. Wow. If it was fishing. So if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I've even remained with some what? Coffee. Green coffee. Green, that means I harvested poorly. All of this coffee is supposed to be destroyed. Yes. That's why we as coffee farmers, we are advocating for that law that can govern coffee management from planting up to marketing, so that we can increase the quality of our Ugandan coffee. Yes. Because most of the people, they just harvest far without minding about the quality of coffee they are picking. Okay, guys, hope you picked something in this video. Guys, remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment, like, and share. Bye-bye.